What's going on, everybody? This is Dave and welcome back to another video today on the channel. Something that we've never really done before is a match review. Wolves today started off their pre-season tour in Austria, the first game of the whole pre-season before our 17-18 season. First real game under Nuno Espirito Santo, and it was Wolves versus Werder Bremen. Wolves ended up winning the game 1-0, a fantastic result. If any of you guys are kind of betting sort of guys, if you looked at the odds were heavily against Wolves. So if anyone put a bet on that, I'm sure you would have won a little bit of money there. But set off the tone really well. I'll quickly talk through the lineups. Fortunately, the stream was available on the Wolves website. There was a few problems, but it was available elsewhere as well. And Wolves started off with a team of Harry Burgoyne in goal, Danny Bart, Cody and Willy Bolly as a back three. Played wing-backs of Doherty and Douglas, so both of those were bombing up and down the wings. And then Romain Saiss and Jack Price in the middle, and Mikel Zyro, Brighton Bakare and Ivan Cavallero as the front three. Our first half, from what I saw, was really decent, passing the ball really well, keeping the ball really well. Very rarely saw us kind of go route one as we were last season, which keeping the ball very well. Douglas looked really threatening down that left-hand side, could really deliver a ball. Came very close a couple of times. I think Bolly had a good chance with a header as well. So overall, first half was really solid. It was 0-0 obviously at half-time, but we played really encouraging football, and Werder Bremen never really had a sniff on goal at that point. But we came to half-time. I mean, just to note, if you are very familiar, or if you aren't familiar, or if you are familiar with German football, there were some good players playing for Werder Bremen. They had their best player, Cruz, playing. They had Eggestein as well, quite a promising player. Sane as well as a good, decent player as well for them. But if we go on to the changes at half-time, they started John Ruddy in goal for the second half. They had Bennett, Cody and Miranda. So Cody stayed on. Doherty stayed on with Des Landes coming in at left wing-back. Dave Edwards came on and Romain Saiss stayed on. And then the front three was Joe Mason, Dicko and Ronan. But as I say, Wolves had a really good goal just after half-time with Nua Dicko. Just powered it from quite a tight angle across the goalkeeper. Great power on it. And a typical Dicko sort of finish with what we've seen from him in the past. And I've said it time and time again, a lot of people lost faith in Nua Dicko last season, but he started to pick up his form towards the end of the year. And if you get a full pre-season behind him with no injuries, I think he will do the business this year. And let's hope he does that this year, obviously, as well. Neves obviously did come on as well, luckily towards the end. Well, not towards the end. I think he still got about, he did got about half an hour under his belt. Aaron Simpson came on alongside him as well. So, second half, we mixed it up a little bit. Had some of the better players, but a lot of younger players. Obviously, Des Landes, Ronan playing, Simpson as well. Simpson and Des Landes very rarely featured in any first-team action, or haven't featured at all recently. So I think it's a good chance for them. And that obviously let Werder Bremen put a little bit more pressure on us in the second half. You could see whenever Neves picked up the ball, though, he had a decent shot from range. He looked comfortable on the ball. And whenever he picked it up in a decent position, Dicko was going. And he knows that Neves has got the range, the passing range to feed him and to score another goal. But overall, a really solid performance from Wolves. I think that's a good way to describe it. Solid performance. Great way to start the pre-season. Again, if we can pick up 2 more wins in the pre-season, I think that'll give us a good bunch of morale. But he rotated the team. It wasn't obviously a consistent lineup, but it was a really decent performance against Werder Bremen, who were a pretty decent side. So overall, 1-0 win. Perfect start to the pre-season. If you guys enjoyed it or you watched the match, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section down below. Make sure you smash that like button down below. Subscribe to the channel for more updates like this. And until next time, guys, I'm sure I'll see you all very soon.